Get ready. Here's a true story. About 6 years ago, when I knew this was happening, when I was blogging and talking about how this was all going to happen to you, I went to my birthday dinner with my wife. And my grandfather, Thomas Nolte, had always taken me out to Chinese, Red Lobster. And, oh gosh, he would order me whatever I wanted. So for my birthday, I went there, and there was a guy in front of me, and they're very, very busy. And I don't know what I said, but a waiter came to me and said he had none of the food I needed. And he said to me, I said, mashallah. He said, mashallah, mashallah. So I meant him no harm or ill will. And so we were talking, and the guy in front of me got really angry. And then I said, those Republicans are going to take over. And the next thing I knew, he got up and said, you have cursed in the name of God. Ah! And he went to pick me up, right? And so this guy's fucking huge, some type of, I'm like 250, right? So this guy's like 308 or something, maybe 325 military. And he goes to pick me up, and I just dropped my weight on him in the Buddhist form. I dropped my angel wings onto the earth, and I fell. And he toppled over me, bam, and his hand came down into my jaw. And I was on the ground, and then his friend started screaming, get him up. And I started screaming, God, help me. Help me, God, in Red Lobster, seriously, in front of all these humans, 50 humans, I called God. And I had the season pass in front of me as I was beaten for 15 minutes. One man went to get up, and the other guy went like this to him. So I screamed, and they bashed me into the ground and dragged me. And they tried to get me out. And the police came, and they said they hurt me. And the police rolled me over and turned me into a dog and put shackles on me and took me out like a donkey. I was in so much pain when I awoke after I spoke to God in jail. God reached down into the jail, and he took me all the way up, and he looked at me into his eye like this, and he put me all the way back down. And I woke up, and I was in pain, and I screamed that they had hurt me. And they said, you cannot have anything for pain until you take a breathalyzer. And they refused me anything for pain and left me on a cold floor. And so my breathalyzer came back, and they told me I couldn't go home, but I could have the pills. And in the morning, they released me and sent me without shoes on my way to walk after I'd been beaten on my birthday at Red Lobster in Minnesota, on University Boulevard, in Fridley or Coon Rapids or Spring Lake Park, whatever one. And it's recorded, and people recorded me, and nobody said anything. I have already sacrificed myself to die for you. I called for your God and Jesus, and you all sat there, and nobody said anything. And it was all because I said, mashallah.